Welcome to Bar Talk ATL. I'm your host, Marcella Phillips, aka Lady M, and we're going to be taking you on an adventure throughout the most elite bars, eateries, and restaurants here in Atlanta and surrounding areas. But tonight, we're going to highlight Vista Vibes Restaurant and Lounge, 4073 La Vista Road in Tucker, Georgia. And I have a very special guest with me, and none other, the one and only, Miss Boss Chick, Janet Jackson.
Hi, how are you?
Janet, how are you?
Wonderful. I'm glad to be here.
Welcome to Bar Talk ATL.
I'm glad
We're
to
happy
be here.
To have you.
Awesome.
So we're just gonna jump right on in, okay? So everyone in the A and beyond knows that Boss Chix, of course, but for those that don't know, we're gonna find out today.
All right, okay.
So give us a brief description of what Boss Chix is all about.
Boss Chix was basically formed to make sure that I uplifted and empowered other females, whether their goal was to be in PR or in marketing, or whatever your goals and your dreams were. Is so many times as women we hate on each other and we pull each other down.
Yes.
So for me, I want to make sure that I formed an empowerment group so we could basically uplift and support each other. So whatever your goals were, hey, I got your back, sister.
And you definitely do. I've seen you work this industry like a real boss.
Thank you.
So how long has Boss Chix been established, and what made you to decide from this movement? What made you decide this movement?
Well, basically, I started in the 90s with K&J Productions, and which is now Jackson Events and Entertainment. Jackson Events and Entertainment is basically a full-service entertainment company.
Okay.
I do everything from celebrity bookings from anywhere from here to Nigeria.
Wow.
As well as I do, I'm sure you've been to some of my events, a lot of celebrity
Absolutely.
events,
Yes.
and a lot of charity events. So we do a little bit of everything, including marketing, promotions, business consulting, everything. Jackson Events is your one-stop shop.
Okay.
With Jackson Events and K&J was formed basically because they told me I couldn't do it. I was that party goer. That's how I got started. Girl, I was in the VIP popping bottles, okay? But I started to realize, you know what? I know everybody. I'm out and I'm like, I want to be a promoter. And I was told by several people in Atlanta, oh, you're a woman. The promoters here in Atlanta, they're only guys. I was like, okay, who says that?
Right.
Like, where we doing that
Something
at?
different.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, I started investing with my own money, doing everything from after parties to concerts. Everybody from Patti LaBelle to Justin Timberlake to 50 Cent. And then I built a lot of other relationships. You know, Tina Turner's in my family blood.
Okay.
But that wasn't how I got started. So I just started to build a lot of relationships. I did a lot and worked with LL Cool J, Snoop Dogg, R. Kelly, a little bit of everybody I've worked with over the years. And it's just been a true blessing,
Awesome. Yeah, you do a lot. Like,
it's been a blessing.
yes, Janet.
Yeah, I give God all the glory for it. It's not just me, honey. I give God all the glory for it.
Right. So now that we know that you've worked with some of the biggest celebs, we also know that you are a founder of you mentioned that Jackson, CEO of Jackson Events and Entertainment, also known as J.E.E.
Yes.
And so you, what do you have coming up in the future for your businesses? Because it seems like you have multiple. That's why I was kind of like,
Yes. Girl, I'm always busy, okay?
how do you find time for all of this?
I do. It's time management, but I'm trying to do better in 2020 with also managing time and making some time for Janet, too.
That's right.
So, you know, because we can do all the events, you can do all the stuff in the world with your businesses, but if you're not, you know, taking time out for you. So I'm trying to get better. But it's always a non-stop thing. Whether I'm doing something for Jackson Events, like I said, I book a lot of artists over in Nigeria and overseas. Everyone I've sent Bill Bellamy, Steve Harvey, Chris Brown, Everybody, yeah. So from here to Nigeria, and it might be so much as a concert. As we know, because of the pandemic, it slowed everything down. But I still have been able to do bookings and do help on virtual tours, per se. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So you have to find a way with the new pandemic to doing things a little bit different.
That's right, because you got to keep working. You got to keep business.
Exactly.
People don't stop partying.
Exactly.
People do not stop partying, so you just have to keep on with the business. Good for you that you were not able to stop at some point during this COVID. As a female promoter, I'm sure that you've had some challenges somewhere down the line. So tell us a little bit about some of them and how you have overcome, those obstacles.
Basically, just being me. The challenges that I face obviously has been a female in this male-dominant industry. And just getting through, letting them know that no, I'm not just a pretty face. I'm about my business, and I'm not gonna sleep with you to get there.
Amen.
You don't have to do that. So many times as women, we will degrade ourselves or feel that we have to throw ourselves out there to do what we have to do, and you don't.
That's right.
You don't have to do that. Be you, be your authentic you, and make sure that you're representing yourself, where nothing comes back later on also to bite you in your butt.
Absolutely. I hate to give you another job, but that might be another class for some of the young girls that's starting out here in this business.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah. So, it's scary.
Yeah.
So what advice do you have for others that would like to become a promoter and do events, even getting into the marketing and promotions business?
Do your research, a lot of research. I tell people all the time, no matter what business it is, whether it's marketing, promotions, whether it's promoting, whatever it is, make sure that you do your research. You find out what brand you want to be in. You might want to be in concert promoting. You might just want to be in club promoting. You might want to just do special events. Whatever you want to do, if it's really what you want to do your research. Before you stick yourself out there, do your research, say, hey, and have a plan. You must have a plan. If you don't have a plan, it's not going to go anywhere.
Right. So you've been in this business for so long, so you can teach some people some things.
Oh, absolutely. I love uplifting other people. I really do. I love doing that.
You too, Jana. And when we first met, it was like, that's my sister.
Oh yeah, we clicked.
We did. I said, that's my sister. I love her style. I love the way she works. Her work ethic is like just so professional and not all over the place. And you really care about people. Like, we can reach out to some people like, oh, well, I need a party. I need somewhere to go to take my wife or my spouse out to eat. And I'm like, let me call Janet and see, because she knows the whole Atlanta, like where not to go and where to go.
Exactly, so absolutely. I am that party queen, or if you just want to have a nice dinner.
Yes, which we love, and a nice band as well.
Yes, you can do that as well. So definitely, most definitely. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much. And so when we come back from a commercial, we're going to talk about some of the restaurants and bars and how we're keeping it COVID safe. And for people to come out and enjoy themselves. So,
awesome.
All right.
I'm glad to be here.
And for joining Bar Talk ATL, we'll go into a commercial break and we'll be right back.
Video has become the most powerful and effective marketing tool for businesses today. At Golden Crown Studios, we specialize in creating content and attention-grabbing graphics that inspire, promote, and engage your audience. We work with every sized company to understand your brand and help you grow your business in a post-pandemic world. At Golden Crown, our entire technical team is as excited to tell your story as you are. Connecting your brand to the world. Golden Crown Studios.
I'm your host, Marcella Phillips, aka Lady M, with Bar Talk ATL. And guys, we're gonna take you on an adventure throughout Atlanta and surrounding areas to the most elite beautiful bars, lounges, and restaurants. So stay tuned for many episodes of Bar Talk ATL. We are here. We are here, guys. So if you would like to be a part of Bar Talk ATL and would like to advertise or be a sponsor, you can email me at bartalkatl1@gmail.com. You can find us on Instagram at bartalkatl, Twitter, bartalkatl2, and Facebook. And you can also find us on Roku channels. So we're coming to your home on your TV network. So stay tuned and thank you so much. And we are looking forward to touring with you through the Atlanta and the metro surrounding areas with Bar Talk. Talk ATL, we get all of this. This is a bonus. And we're back. So we're back with my beautiful guest, Miss Janet Jackson, Boss Chix herself. And Janet, tell us about the pandemic and the racial prejudice and all this stuff that's going on in the world today. How has that affected business?
Of course it affects the business, but even more so it affects me personally. When I think of the George Floyds, the Breonna Taylors, I am sick to my stomach with it because it keeps happening over and over. And yes, it affects the business, but like I said, personally for me, it weighs on my heart a whole lot more heavier. You know, just for that reason.
Yeah, it's bad enough dealing with the COVID, and then we got to deal with all
on top of that, you know, the pandemic, which I don't think it snuck up on us, but I still think it was known before then.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's me being honest.
Yeah.
But however, for everybody to have to deal with that, and then to deal with what's going on in the world right now,
Absolutely.
you know, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
In case
Black
I keep
lives
saying that,
all
Black
all
Lives Matter.
matter.
Yeah.
And it's just time, you know, for change.
Exactly.
And I know that you're big on the voting. You've been putting everything out there on your social media, promoting people to get out and vote and stuff like that. So are you planning on doing any events?
I am. I will be on the state capitol this Monday.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I'll be there this Monday and representing and hopefully uplifting a lot of our young people so they know that their voice matters.
Okay.
Their voice, you need to let your voice be heard. And I'm going to say this over and over. I can't say it more than anything. Your voice matters. Vote,
Absolutely.
vote, vote,
Go vote.
vote. You know, and even with the Black Lives Matters going on, we had an opportunity to do a prayer vigil, right at the state capitol, which was amazing. And over 200 of Coca-Cola execs,
that was really nice.
and everybody came out, so it was amazing. So I just say this to stand up and stand for what you believe in. We're not going to stand back and stand by. That's what we're not going to do. We were just told to do that, but we're not going to do that. We're not giving up. We will not let Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, we will not let any of their lives go in vain. So if I got to keep saying it 1,000 times, I would say it over and over.
Well, we definitely appreciate your voice and advocating and getting out there and spreading the word, because now that most of our leaders have passed on, you know, we need voices like yourself. And you know, I know Dr. Lexi is right along side by side with you. And we just need you. Like, it just lightens me up just to see you guys out there. And trust me, people are motivated by, you know, what you do, even though you don't see it because you're on the outside. You just do what you do. Yeah. And we see what you do.
And so, it's not for you. Thank you. It's not for a show.
I know.
That's what a lot of people have to understand. But if you have a platform, you should use that platform. You have to use that platform.
Absolutely.
So if someone looks up, then by all means, if you can tell 10 other people, vote.
That's right.
Vote. You have to let your voice be heard.
Absolutely.
Because the shape we're in right now, It's sad.
We can't just sit back and just
We
not
can't,
say
and we won't,
anything be
and we
quiet.
won't.
We won't.
We
will
won't.
not.
No, we're not stopping it.
Well, we thank you so much for
Thank you.
highlighting that, and I know that this month is like Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and that's something kind of dear to your heart. So we're just gonna kind of highlight some things that are dear to you, some things because you advocate for a lot of things. And people need to be aware of the mammograms and getting tested. And tell us a little bit about your story and why you advocate so hard.
Most definitely, breast cancer is very dear to me because I lost my mom, my aunt, one of my friends, all to that. And it's just really, really dear to me. And people don't take it as serious as they should. But it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And then now I might sound like a broken record, but it's time to get your mammograms, ladies.
It's time.
It's time. They're not the most comfortable things, but they're necessary. Very necessary. I usually do mine every year and I go live with it.
Yes.
Every year because I'm not ashamed of it because it's killing us. It's one of the #1 killers with black women especially.
Absolutely. And by you promoting that on your social media, it kind of brings awareness to a lot of people because they may just have forgotten. I remember one time I forgot, and then I got scared. Something happened, and I felt like, maybe it's because I didn't get the one last year or before. But things can happen progressively, so I think it's very important to get out there and do your mammograms, like you said, annually. Mm-hmm. That month, that time is up. You get those reminders from your physician.
Oh yeah,
that it's
most
time to
definitely.
get those,
Well, set it in your phone, but whatever you do, get your mammograms because it's that time. Because losing a mom wasn't fun. That right there for me, yes, it took me through it, and I decided, okay, I'm not going to just let her life go in. Yeah, I have to be a voice for it. I have no choice. Last year, around this time, we did some with BET and Vanessa Bell Campbell, actress, and she was recognized because she had breast cancer. So it was amazing to be able to work with BET and doing that project. But I don't care if it's even my locals. I want to get my word and the point across how important breast cancer and your mammograms are. Keep yourself checked. I've had a scare. You've had a scare.
Yeah.
A lot of people are having scares.
Other people have had some scares, but get up and go get it done.
It's nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing to be ashamed of.
It's part of our womanhood, We want
Yes.
to make sure our girls are okay.
Yes.
So Janet, I joined you a couple weeks ago at this beautiful restaurant here at Vista Vibes, and they had some amazing food and live entertainment.
Yes, indeed.
So tell us more about Vista Vibes restaurant and what you enjoy most.
Oh my God, the food, the food, the food.
I heard that a lot.
Yes. I work with a gentleman named Eric Thomas. He's an amazing saxophonist. He's actually been in the business for years, and he's been on tour with everybody. But because of COVID and everything going on, he hadn't been out on the road as much and everything. So he contacted me. He was like, "Hey, let's do this, and I play over at this remarkable place, and the food is good, and you got to come see it." Well, my busy schedule. Finally, one day I hit him. I was like, I want to come check it out.
Thanks for that invitation.
So the first time I came here, it was myself and Dr. Lexi, of course, and we came here and we sit down, and Eric was playing with his band, and it was some good music. But when that food came out, I had the fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Yes, the jalapeno cornbread.
Cornbread.
Oh, it's got a kick, but it's so good.
Okay.
And I had the greens and also the mashed potatoes. Y'all. Oh my God. Girlfriend. It was so good. It was so good that basically I came back the next 3 days and had dinner here.
Oh, wow.
I still came back.
Okay.
So basically I was like, okay, I'll talk to the owner and Zubir and everything. And I was like, you know what? I want to do some stuff because it's a sexy venue. And the thing I love about it, because we know because of COVID going on right now, everybody's been a little extra careful.
Yes. Indeed.
And I understand that, but their tables are not 6 feet apart, they're actually 10 feet apart.
Yes, they are.
So to be able to come and have some live entertainment, some great food, and be safe. Of course you're gonna wear your mask coming in until you get to your table, but the food here Oh my God, amazing. The smoked wings.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've had those smoked wings.
Yes. Oh my God, the short
Delicious.
ribs, everything. They're delicious.
They're delicious.
And the food, and I just love the venue overall. It's a beautiful venue. And you
The
can get,
ambiance is really nice here.
it's grown and
It's
sexy.
very grown and sexy. You took the words right out of my mouth. That's what I was looking for.
Indeed.
Very grown and sexy. And I love the idea of the jazz. And is there a live band every night? Monday?
Pretty much, and definitely Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday they have a little salsa dancing, Latino. We have to come up here.
to check
I'm gonna hold
that
you.
out.
I'm gonna hold you to that. They have that on Sundays, but
Okay.
pretty much they have a lot of live entertainment. On Saturdays they do different celebrity events. Like basically on Saturday they had last week they had Little G from Silk. This past week they had Sunshine Anderson.
Okay.
So Saturdays would be that more R&B.
Gotcha.
And the other nights you'll get a little bit of R&B/jazz. So to be able to get live entertainment and great food
Yes.
and a great cocktail.
And a great cocktail.
Yes. You can't go wrong. You can't go
cannot
wrong.
And I love the fact that you said that the tables are not only 6 feet apart, they're 10 feet apart.
Yes.
Also, Janet, I noticed about the restaurant is how they're taking extra measures and keeping everyone safe by wearing their mask. And so what
Indeed.
goes on in the back? We don't
Indeed.
see, but I know that they're wearing masks and they're keeping
Behind the scenes, it's the same thing. Because yes, you want to make sure your customers are safe, but you also want to make sure your staff, that when they go home to their
That's
families,
right.
that they're safe.
People don't think about that. They don't think about
Indeed.
the workers. They think
Indeed.
about themselves when it comes to it.
And these are people that they're like on the front line just as much as the people in the medical field.
Absolutely.
Because they're here, they're working, they're serving us here in the restaurant. So they have to be up close and personal with us. So yes, we want to make sure that they're always safe as well.
Okay, so what, like, out of everything, anything in this restaurant, what is your biggest highlight?
I already talked about the food, so I won't talk about that no more. I'm gonna sound like a pig in a minute if I keep
Right.
talking about that.
You're gonna be
So, but I do love the fact that they have a big stage,
Okay.
so you can have special events here.
Okay.
So if someone wants to do a special event, a concert, a charity event, or even whatever event that you have, they have a huge stage that you can highlight.
place
So
to do that.
yeah, it has a huge stage. The food is good. I mean, basically, they can hold technically over 900 people in here.
I'm thinking.
Yes, that means an event is coming. Think, girl,
thinking.
think. And there's plenty of parking too.
Oh.
You gotta love that.
But what about the
parking lot.
free parking?
Yes. And you don't find that a lot in Atlanta no more, let's be honest.
Okay.
By the time if I go anywhere else, and I won't call out people by
Right,
name,
right.
I've already spent $40 or $50 before I even get in the venue, just the valet.
Yes.
You know, so my thing is, they have all this plenty of free parking, a venue that's spacious where you don't have to be up under somebody. It just gives you a safe, it makes you feel safe. And we need that right now.
We do.
We need that.
We need to be spoiled a little bit, and we need to know that when we step out, that we're safe. You know, everybody's away from each other, and we can enjoy
Indeed.
ourselves. So now, Janet, we know that you always keep something going on. Well, will you be doing great things here at Vista Vibes in the future? So what things will you be doing?
Oh, most definitely, because I love the venue so much. I really love the venue, so definitely stay tuned. It's gonna be, I won't say what I have up my sleeve, but I will be doing a lot of events here.
So tell us where we can find you on your social media and, you know, all your plugins and everything. How can we book you and
How
all
you
that
find me?
stuff? You book me.
Well, you can find me. You can also check out my websites, which is BossChixAtlanta.com, and everybody is Boss Chix with an X, CHIX Atlanta.com. Or you can find me at Jackson Events and Entertainment. Not to sound blunt, but you can Google me and you'll find all this. If you don't remember this right now,
Right.
that's fine. Just Google me.
Yeah, we'll find you.
Exactly. But you also can find me on social media, IG at Boss Chix, CHIX ATL. Facebook, That Blessed Diva.
Okay, awesome. So, Janet, one last word to our followers and our guests. What would you like to put out there in the world to inspire someone? What is that last note that you would like to do?
Keep your head up. we're going through a hard time with this pandemic, which in return, it does bring out depression. So keep your head up and also check on your loved ones because you never know what they're going through. They might be out of work or they can't go out as much as they need to. I mean, you don't know what people are really going through. So make sure that you check on your family and your friends as well. But you have to keep your head up and know that there's something bigger coming out of this pandemic. It's something bigger that's going to revolve around this.
Always.
And again, I'm going to say it, vote.
Vote.
It's so important right now that everyone gets to the polls and vote. Early voting starts here in Georgia next Monday the 12th.
Right.
So if you don't want to be in the lines other times, get up and go vote.
Vote.
And tell your kids, because a lot of young people aren't doing it.
Take those young people out there and vote. Absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us on Bar Talk.
Thank you for
episode
having
2.
me. I'm so proud of
And
you. I want to say that I am so
you, Jan.
ridiculously proud
Thank
of
you
you.
just for believing in me always and
Of
supporting
course.
always. You is hard to find, and you're one of a kind.
Oh, thank you, love. You're my sister.
Well, thank you all for joining Bar Talk ATL. And I'd like to thank the viewers and our followers. You can follow us on Instagram at Bar Talk ATL, and on Instagram and Facebook, Bar Talk ATL. Also on Roku channels. And would like to thank our sponsors, CEP TV Network and Golden Crowns Production. Thank you for joining Bar Talk ATL, and it's a wrap.